Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for another Market Monday. Thank you very much for giving me 2 weeks off. We had a wonderful time with our daughter. So this kit is an embellishment kit, and I'm going to show you the way that I use these things to make embellishments, but there are tons of other ways that you can use. So to start with, there is a piece of, this is non-stick plastic or paper or whatever, and it's approximately 2 feet long, just a little over, so I didn't have to measure closely because it's kind of slippery. And then this is just a non-stick sheet, so I use these, so I thought I'd put a little bit in here for you. Whenever you get stickers or anything and you've used up your stickers, keep the non-stick backing, because then when you want to make your own stickers or your own faux washi tape or whatever it is that you want to make, you can use these to put it on so that it's all ready to go. You can also use parchment paper. For these, because they're so sticky, I like to use a non-stick paper. So there's that in there. And then we have, these are approximately 3/4 of an inch circles. And for these, I use these a lot to make embellishments with a heat gun and some type of something hard to press it onto. And so these are just some of them that I've made. Now, a lot of times I put a clear coat on top, but I haven't got that far yet. But whoops, this one here is it's just a paper clip that I heated this up, and then I just pressed it down on the paper clip. I put the paper clip on something hard, and then I just press this on there and let it cool down. And when it's cool, then you take it off and it leaves the indent in the foam. So just like when you use fun foam, you can use fun foam to do the same thing. I like to use these because then you can take the non-stick piece off the back when you're ready to use it and just stick it right on your project. So, and I like to do different colors, paint it with one color, and then just lightly brush across the top with another color so that you get that, you really get to see the indents that you made in there. So you can also use it for stamps. You can press that indent in there, put a piece of cardboard on the back with a little handle on it, and then you can use that for a nice little stamp, which those are really great to have also. So that's what I do with those. And let's see here. Then we have 7 pieces of this cork. It's sticky on the back, and they're not all exactly the same size or shape. You know, they're close, but they come in different sizes. You just get what you get. So there are 7 of those. I took everything they had. They didn't have a whole ton this time, but we have those. And then we have 20 of the double-sided circles. And with the double-sided circles, I like to, you can do so many different things with them. I like to glitter them up to make them look like Christmas bulbs, but also you can just go ahead. I've taken off one side of the sticky, and then I just pulled out some scraps out of my scrap drawer, and then I just stuck them on there. Now, when you do this, wherever they overlap, they're not glued down, see? But you can go ahead and you can use like Mod Podge or whatever and just go in there and then Mod Podge the whole top. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. You know, I like sometimes that little bit of lift to the paper. So that's another one of the things that I do with the double-sided circles. You can also just use it if you need to glue something big down. You know, you can use that to stick it down. So then we have these little plastic bits. These are only sticky on one side. And so you take the backing off of those to stick them on your project. And they are like a milky color. They're not clear, but they are sticky on one side. And then they've got that color to them. I like to color on those with markers. With permanent markers. And so you color on them with a permanent marker. I take the back off, I stick them to a nonstick sheet, and then I color them all up, and then I have them there to grab and use as soon as I'm ready for them. I like to have, I usually do some up like this, and then I leave some plain in case I need to have a different color for whatever project I'm working on. But I do like to have some done up ahead of time, so I've just got a little drawer full of embellishments that I can grab and use. And so that's what I do with those. With the ovals, I love the ovals. I think maybe just because there are so many circles that come at the recycle store, but not that many ovals. That might be why I like those so much. But I use those a lot for stamps. And do I have my stamps here? I don't know what I did with them. But I just take the sticky off the back. You just take the sticky off of the back, and then you just go ahead and stick it to a piece of cardboard. And also it works really well to use a pokey tool to remove the backing. Let me do that. And that's even on any kind of sticker. Sometimes if you don't have nails or you can't get your nails in there, if you just take your little pokey tool and put it in there, it helps you get a hold of that and be able to peel that off. And here is, oh, here's one that I have. So, but I really do like these. Also, I use these gray ones also for stamps. These ones I think are about a 1/2 inch. Yep, those are approximately a 1/2 inch. And I also like to use those for stamps. I really like rounded stamps. So here is a stamp sheet that I did. This is the oval. And so I just put on 2 regular ovals. I cut one oval in half crosswise, one oval in half up and down, and then I cut one oval in half on an angle, and that's what gave me that and then just stuck it on a piece of cardboard, and it gave me that pattern. I really do like that one. That's one of my favorites. And then I usually, this is just Distress Inks, and you can, stamp it once and then stamp it again, and so you get, you get your shadow there. But that's what I do with those. With the ovals and with the circles. And then again, this is one circle stamp, and then this is another circle stamp here. So, and I just stamp those that way. And then if you get to the point where it's like, oh, well, I need to fill in that spot, but I only need like one circle, you can make a 1 circle stamp, or you can just take, I don't know what oh, here they are. So here is this triple circle stamp right here. But then what you can do is just take your stamp and only just put ink on just that one on the end. And then you can just stamp that individually wherever you want to put just one circle or one oval. So that's what I do with those. Then I have these clear plastic. This is the first time I've seen these. They are so cool. And these are kind of like, these are not sticky at all. And they kind of remind me of like Tiddlywinks when I was younger, except they're not colored, but they're just little clear. They're hard plastics. And for those, I like to color them with alcohol ink because they are hard plastic. You can also color them with, I can't get a hold of that one. It went down in there. You can color it with your permanent markers. Excuse me, just one second. Sorry about that. So here they are colored with alcohol ink, and then I did punch a hole in these two because I wanted to see if I could do that, and I just used my regular, this is a Fiskars little, it's got the little punch on it, and so I used that, and it did punch it without cracking it. I was afraid it might crack it. And then we have, these are double-sided sticky, and they're almost a little bit domed. Love these. And I just love all my recycle stuff, really. But so with these ones, I go ahead and I put them on a non-sticky sheet. And then this is flocking, which is kind of like a fuzzy stuff, like a felt. And then I also put the LA Colors, just eye makeup. And then I put glitter. And a lot of times I'll do them, like in the same color tones, so that if I'm using them on a project, I can use one whole row, all in the same tones, or I can mix it all up however I want to do that. But I do like having these done up because then you just take it off and you just stick it on your project and you're all set to go. So that's what I do with those. Then with these are double-sided sticky strips. There's 40 of these in here. And what I do with those, another one that I really like to do up ahead of time, and I was just using this stuff earlier, so now I have to figure out what did I do with them. Oh, I put eye makeup on them and then use them as a strip. And I don't have any here, but I am going to come back and do a Market Monday craft with me to show you. I'm going to make a journaling page. Here we go. Here they are. So with this one, I just use regular eye makeup. Again, the LA Colors, you know, like powder, like, let me grab it. Like these ones, I use these on the dots a lot. You can use either one. They're all exactly the same. So, but I use these to just color the different colors on there. Then I know they go together, and it gives me a nice kind of, not really variegated because it's not just going darker to lighter. It's, you know, I mix them all up, but I like to use these, and then you can just, again, you can peel those right off. They're sticky on the other side, and just put them across the bottom of a tag or the top of, or whatever you want to put them on, a piece of mixed media. Really, those are fun to play with. So, and then I don't know if I showed you with the cork. With the cork, I did punch it with a punch, and so I had a flat edge there, wasn't paying attention, but it punches well. I wanted to see, because I do have a heavy duty punch for this little one, but I wanted to see if a kind of regular punch would punch it also. You can also die cut them with the steel rule dies. I'm not sure about the flat metal dies, but those flowers are, this is a Fiskars, I believe. No, this is EK Success. These are one of my favorite punches, mostly just because you can shut them up and lock them down, and then they stack on top of each other really nicely. To me, they're the easiest to store. And then I also had a heavy-duty punch to punch the small one, and that's here. This is called a thick punch. This is a Fiskars, and that's made to cut thicker things. But I did want to see if a kind of regular punch that, you know, EK Success is a regular punch. It doesn't say it's for thick things, but it did punch the cork very well. So, and then there are 10 sets of these. There are 5 pieces of velvet here on each one of these. So the velvet is about 1.5 inches, looks like not quite, by 3 3/4. Yep. And so there are 5 pieces on each one, and then there are 10 sheets of those. And I just really like the velvet. And, you know, a lot of times I use it like as the bottom of a foot on something. But I always thought, what can I do with that? And I actually just recently had figured out it works great. Remember when we made the little booklets like this, and then we put a strip across the top? I put the velvet on there, and it works really, really well. See, this one, sometimes on the end of each one of these, sometimes on the end it might be cut a little bit not straight, but, you know, that's like, this one is not perfectly straight, but that doesn't bother me at all. And I just think that's really nice. It has nice texture, really nice, you know, to be able to just touch and feel that. So, and you could also use them as little tabs on your pages or on your tags. So that's what I use that for. And then finally, there are 20 of these. And I think these are really cool. These have a sticky piece on the back on each end. So, and then also it's clear out here. And this one has this blue piece, but this blue piece, when you peel it off, because you can peel it off, when you peel that off, the blue part is sticky. The clear part is not. It's just like this down here. But that I thought is really cool, because then I stuck it. Oh, I don't know if I have one here. I don't know what I did with it. But you can stick it on top of something, and it shows through because it is, here, let's take this page number down here. So you can stick it on top of there like that. You can put it on top of something on a tag or whatever you want to, or you can do this, and then you could cut it out, punch a little hole in it, and hang it from something with a jump ring. So those are really fun to use just as part of this. I don't know what I did with the one I just peeled that off of. Well, this kit might have an extra one in it, because I might have set that down here. But, so, and then, oh, here it is over here. Good, because I wanted to show you this too. So then you can do this however you want to. You know, you can take it and you can cut it and then stick it in the middle. You can stamp it. you can alcohol ink it. So this one, I put alcohol ink on, and then I stamped it with a stamp. Now when I stamped it, it kind of slid a little bit, so it smeared just a little bit. So then I took a permanent marker and just went over it and made it a little bit bigger so that it wasn't smeared. But then when you take your double-sided sticky off, you can put that however you want. So you can pop that up off the page that you're doing, you know, or the mixed media project or whatever it is that you're doing. You can pop that up like that, and you know, I think that that's really cool. I do have some smaller ones like this that I had used, that I used them as handles. I put them on each end of a drawer that had some of my foam stamps in it, and then it was popped up like that, so I could just grab a hold of each end and lift that piece of cardboard out for the layer that was underneath. And so you can do that with it, or you know, just so many things that you can do with these that you can figure out. But you know, those are just some of the things that I do with it. And so I am going to, so there are 20 of those, and I am going to come back and just do a Market Monday and take the things that I've already made up, or some of them. I don't know if I'll use all of them or not. Well, I know I won't use all of my circles, but I'm going to show you like what I did to put them in a page, in a journal. So this is our kit for today. If you are interested, it's $20 US only. That's $20 shipped, and it's for the United States only because the shipping is just too expensive, and these do get a little bit weighty because some of this stuff does have some real weight to it. So, but if you are interested in this kit, send me an email. My email address will be below, and just send me an email and let me know. Please don't pay until I've told you that you have the kit, because there are just 5 of them. And so once I let you know that there is a kit left for you, then you can PayPal me at that same email address. So if you want one of these kits, just let me know by email. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.